So, ladies and gentlemen, we've had the Champions League draw. You can probably guess one of the teams already. It is AC Milan. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new to the series. This is, of course, our FM22 Journeyman, where we're attempting to go from non-league football to winning the Champions League. And as mentioned, we've had our Champions League draw for Hertha Berlin. It is once again Monaco, who we did have in the group last season. We've also got AC Milan and Rapid Vienna. Milan, I believe, obviously in real life, have just run the Serie A, but they also won it last season in the game. They've been fairly consistent. They've gone a few years without winning it, but they came top last season. Monaco, I'd imagine, did not, because PSG is still a thing. Nope, they are forever second. But obviously we did quite well against them last season. I don't know how much they've changed their team, but hopefully we can do well against them. And Rapid Vienna obviously not loaded their league in, so can't actually see how they're doing. Since you were last with me, I have played a few more matches. We obviously had that 3-1 loss against RB Leipzig to end the last episode. We then played against Hoffenheim. We beat them 3-2. We actually beat Bayern Munich 5-2 in the league, which is ridiculous. They did actually at one point were 2-1 up. Obviously, we can see Lorenzo Lucas scored first, and then Vinicius Jr. and Lautaro Martinez scoring 2 for Bayern Munich. But then we came back really, really well, scoring 3 in the second half. No red cards or anything for them this time. We just absolutely obliterated them in the league. And then we've just beat Borussia Dortmund 2-1. It did take a penalty in the 88th minute to do that one. And to be honest, we didn't look in it for a lot of the match, so we were lucky to get that one. Bayern Munich, who only had 2 losses last season, have had 2 already, one against us and one against Borussia Dortmund for the opening match of the season. All those results do put us in 6th place, but only 1 point behind leaders RB Leipzig. So maybe if Bayern Munich are going to be like that this season, if we can be as consistent as we were, this might be the season we win the Bundesliga. Then again, it might not, so don't hold your breath on that one, because we know we can be a little bit dodgy. Obviously, we finished the transfer window as well. Not a lot happened. We didn't bring in any more players. I genuinely couldn't find anyone I wanted to bring in. Stefan Jäger did leave to go to Atletico Madrid for a sum of 10.25 million. He was only going to be a backup to a backup this season, so I'm not too mad at that one. It does leave us with £67 million still left in the transfer budget, so we can bring people in the January transfer window, of course, so that is nice to have at least. We're now going to go straight away and face AC Milan. What is going on with that? Why is that like that? Let's get rid of that and let's have a look at our team for today. We've got Unai Simon in goal. I know I said I wouldn't play him, but his backup didn't do any better, so he's back in goal until we can find someone who is going to be our long-term goalkeeper. We then got Castillo, Mancini, Lacroix and Valdez as our back 4 today. Phillips, Silva and Traore in midfield. Bodino and Renan over on the wings, and Luca up front. As we can see, we got a couple of tired players. Both Bodino and Luca are both quite tired. Techahoa not playing today because he's not entirely fit, and I didn't really want all of our front 3 to not be fit. Renan is perfectly capable there. Valdez playing instead of Funk for much the same reason. We didn't want an entire team of just unfit players who weren't going to last the entire 90 minutes, so we've tried to minimize them. I feel like that's the best we can do. I don't know now if that might cost us a match, maybe. It's always possible, but we're going to do our best against AC Milan. We'll see how we do this season in the Champions League. Obviously, we did quite well last season. We'd like a rare repeat of that one, really. They've got Brian up front as well. I've been trying to buy him for a few seasons. He ended up going to AC Milan. He is a Chelsea Youth Academy player that I saw coming up. I saw him when I was at Manchester City, and then I saw him once again when I was over at Hertha Berlin, and we tried to bring him in, but I think he went to AC Milan for a fairly obscene amount of money, if I remember correctly. We can have a look in a minute. He's a very, very good striker, so someone we need to be very wary of today. And of course, now I've mentioned him and pointed him out, FM22 has heard me and will now punish me, so he is almost guaranteed to score a goal in this game now. That's the theory anyway, and here he is, scoring the goal. It's like I know how this game works. I've played so much of it that now FM22 physically can hear my audios. It knows that I just mentioned this player and automatically goes, oh, this one, and lets him score a goal against us. I mean, I knew that was coming a mile off because he is such a good player for them. There's probably a reason I think that they won the league last season. I'm pretty sure it was that man there coming in. It does make me want to go attacking though. So I'm going to go attacking because we know we're better in attack than we are in defense. And as such, we are going to go attacking. Valdez will throw in here to Renan. Renan holding it up long enough to pass it back to him. And now Valdez trying to advance on that right wing. He has managed it. Cross into Luca here. Luca rising for the header. But he's indicating that he was pushed by Fikao Tomori. It's Fikao Tomori either way. Obviously an ex-Chelsea player in his own right. Over at AC Milan on loan this season, and Lorenzo Luca has won a penalty and can draw us back to level pegging here. Can he do it though? That's the question. He just manages it. The goalkeeper was so close to saving that one. We are very lucky that went in. It does bring us back to level terms here on the night with 60 minutes gone. Plenty of time left to play now. We've got, you know, almost an entire match to play. We've got now 70 minutes on the clock. There we go. That's easier maths. So hopefully we can get back into it now. Although AC Milan do very much look like the team on top, both on shots, on possession, pretty much everything. We encourage the team a little bit and see if we can press them as they take this goal kick. I guess not. We kind of left that a little bit too long. They do seem to be picking up a number of yellow cards though, so eventually that could end up going in our favour. We've seen that happen against the likes of Barcelona. I think it happened last season. Bayern Munich, it definitely happened, where we're just about holding out. But if they're going to be picking up yellow cards, Tomori and Zappa already, then potentially one of them will get sent off, because it just seems to happen in the Champions League. That would open up the door for us. I'd rather win 11v11. But if I have to do it via a red card for the other team, I will do it via a red card for the other team. We will take all the help we can get in the Champions League. Silva here over to Bedino. Bedino holding it up and playing it back to Silva now. Crossing that one out wide to Valdez. Brings it down with his chest. Can he get a cross into the box? He's got it into Renan. Renan holding it up long enough to get it to Luca. Luca clattering that header against the crossbar there. Not quite managing to get that one under on this occasion. That was better from us though. I say about AC Milan getting yellow cards. Lacroix's just got one. So that's both of our central defenders now on a yellow card. We need to be careful of that one. Both of them have been told to ease off the tackles. I don't want a red card on our part, even though I'm wishing it on another team. Luca playing this one into Silva to Bedino. Could Bedino get there? He has got there ahead of the goalkeeper. We are now 2-1 up against AC Milan, the champions of Italy, and we are beating them. I love this. We're so good in the Champions League. I don't know why. There's no reason for it. We just seem to be better against European teams. I don't feel like the Bundesliga is necessarily one of the bigger leagues in Europe. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll admit to not watching a huge amount of Bundesliga because that would require having, you know, stuff like Sky Sports and things, and I'm poor, so I don't necessarily watch that league. But it doesn't strike me that that's the biggest league in the world. But we seem to do really well against other teams, and we do need to make a couple of substitutions here. Bedino is one of them. He's going to come off, so we'll bring on Cavarat over there, and Luca needs to come off as well, so Pat Ramos coming on. So basically, both of our goal scorers are having to make way on the 70th minute, which is not the best situation to be in. It's not the worst one we've ever had. We are now into the 82nd minute with no highlights since those substitutions, and we now need to make a third. I'm looking down at this, and it needs to either be Castillo or Valdez. So I'm thinking we take off Valdez. Oh no, we can't bring on Funk because we didn't put Fink on. Okay, so Castillo's coming off and Bastian's is coming on that left-hand side in that case. And we just try and see out the last few minutes of this match without conceding. That would be lovely. Off to a winning start in the Champions League. Valdez taking this throw in, so we are up AC Milan's end of the pitch, which is a good start to a highlight for us. And Pep Ramos has managed to rise above everyone and get his head to that one, scoring, I think, is that his first Champions League goal? I don't know that without going back and having a look at lots and lots of episodes. So we're just going to say it was one of his first Champions League goals, and what a team to score it against. AC Milan, proving he can do it with the big boys when called upon, and after a cagey start, it's a 3-1 win that's ended up being pretty comfortable against AC Milan. Our substitute coming on and showing he can do it as well. It puts us in second place. We're basically exactly level with Monaco. So if we can go and get a good result against Monaco like we did last season, and we can get a good result against Rapid Vienna, which you would hope we would, then we'll be in really, really good position to getting through to the knockout rounds once again, which is obviously what we want. We're trying to build the club up. We need to be getting to the knockout rounds of the Champions League. All the big clubs do it, mostly. As you can see, we're just going to pretty much play through this bit with absolutely no breaks, because the match against Stuttgart is very, very close to this match against AC Milan. We're not going to look through all of those. There's no point looking through these now. We can't purchase anyone right this second. I needed you to bring me players during the window, not after it. Diallo is, as we can see, training quite well, which is nice. So we've got that match against Stuttgart. Stuttgart are down in 15th. They haven't got off to a fantastic start. 1 point in 4 matches. You'd hope we're going to go and beat them. At least that's the plan. Leicester determined to land Valdez. Oh, everyone's determined to land all of my players. No one actually in the January transfer window even came in for a bid for Techahoa, which I'm really, really surprised at, because there were so many teams interested in him. And I think there still are if I go and have a look at him, actually. Let's go find Techahoa. Why do you keep doing this? Let's go find Techahoa a second. On the bench, wanted by Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United and RB Leipzig. But yet no one came in with a bid for him. Little bit bizarre. So we're going to change this all around a second. Bear with. There we go. Changes made. This will be our team for today's match. Unai Simon in goal. Bastians, Mancini, Lacroix and Funk as our back four. Philip Schubert and Traore in midfield. Cavarat and Techahoa on the wings with Pep Ramos up front. Let's go see if Pep Ramos can do it when he starts a match rather than just coming on as a substitute. Mancini's apparently lacking in match fitness. I mean, he just played 90 minutes against AC Milan. I don't feel like he can be really unsharp. I feel like he can last. He's just done it against the Italian champions. I feel like he can probably do it against Stuttgart. Again, I really don't understand German abbreviations. Obviously, I'm looking up here. VfB for Stuttgart. BSC for Hertha Berlin, actually. If anyone can explain all of these to me, I could just Google it, but I prefer interaction with you guys. So if you can let me know down in the comments below. I know I've got at least one Hertha Berlin fan watching these videos because they've commented. If you can let me know what all of that is about, because it makes no sense to me, that would be very much appreciated. I'm sure there's a really good explanation for why they don't make any sense. I just don't know what it is. Calvin Phillips here taking this corner. It's into the quad. Once again, there's been a push in the box. All of these teams just shoving our players around. It's just not good enough. Philip, once again. Philip, hello, come in, Philip. Philip says it's a penalty awarded to Hertha Berlin. Who's going to actually take this? It's Traore taking it. I think he's taken a penalty before. I'm not certain of it. He scored this one, though, so it's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter if he's taken one again or not. First goal of the season for him. Hopefully that will get him off the mark now, and he'll start scoring lots like he did last season. Not exactly a much of a goal scorer, though, more of a goal giver. He likes the assists. Obviously, our top assisting player last season. If he can do that again this season, that'd be great. Lacroix's now got his first goal of the season. Was that corner taken by Traore? Because if it was, that means he's now got a goal and an assist to his name in this match. It's very possible it was him. No, it was Calvin Phillips. Okay, because Phillips is fractionally better at taking corners, as it turns out. So we started putting him there. So it's very possible that maybe Traore won't get quite as many assists this season. Obviously, as a corner taker, when you've got Lorenzo Luca at the near or far post, you just get a lot of assists just off of that. Him and Lacroix banging them in off of corners last season. Traore there just filling his assist boots. Funk here with the ball over on the right. It's played back to Lacroix. Can we get a third goal before half-time? Possibly. Phillips here just holding it up. Now playing it into Cavarat. He's brought it down and fires a shot across goal, but can't quite get that one on target. Goalkeeper, I think, probably had it covered. I tell them we're capable of going even better, but so far Stuttgart haven't had a shot in this match. So I'm quite happy with it, if I'm honest. I'll take this performance. But, you know, we're going to demand better from the team, because why are we not winning 4-0? Mancini over to Bastions then. Can Bastions bring this one forward? He can't. He misplaces his pass, but is very, very quickly run back by Cavarat. And now Traore going forward on goal. That was not the finish I was expecting from Traore, if I'm honest. I expected a little bit better than that. Never mind, we keep moving. It's all good. We're 2-0 up, but it doesn't really matter. I'd like to, you know, see us have some more clinical finishing this season, because once again, we're getting lots of shots and not necessarily scoring many of them on the grand scheme of things. But it's going to be 3 points, so hey ho. Schubert over on that left-hand side, zinging that one into the box to Tetra. Ho can't quite keep his header down either. We're on the 65th minute. I have a player I want to bring on, because I don't feel like we are necessarily going to be giving up anything in terms of defence here. So I think it's time to bring on Al Hassian, who, as we can see, has got a good ability already. 2-star. He's good, decent Bundesliga player, but he could become an absolute star. So when we can, in situations like this, he's going to come on. He's going to come on for Mancini and partner Lacroix in the centre of the fence there, just for the last 20 to 25 minutes of the game. And as I've said that, of course, Stuttgart, I see them have their first shot in the match. Is that their only shot? That is actually their only shot, and it wasn't even on target. Big clearance here from the Stuttgart goalkeeper. Funk just happy to clear that one up and bring it forward, and he's just dribbled. He's absolutely skinned that player twice. And he can't do it a third time. He can't. He's passed it all the way back to Phillips on, I said the edge of the box, quite a bit outside the box, really. Back to Phillips now. We're attempting to do something. Al Hassian there on the ball. Al Hassian again. He's meant to have quite decent passing, if I remember. Doesn't seem too willing to put the ball forward, though. He's choosing to go sideways. This is a long highlight with nothing happening. Traore now over to Funk once again, bringing the ball forward. Bags and bags of space for the cross into Ramos. Ramos gets his head to it. Can't quite keep that one down. And again, we'll make our next couple of substitutions here, I think. Funk looks absolutely shattered. Gerardo can come on for him. And again, Cavarat looks tired, but he's not necessarily our first choice. So we'll take off Techoa and bring on Renan. Renan's getting plenty of game time. He's obviously going to complain because we're not starting him in matches. But Luke and Pet Ramos are just better, mate. You spent an entire first season not getting a lot of game time, admittedly. But you didn't score a goal in your first season here. You automatically got sort of put back to the back of the queue. Ramos here. Once again, a header from him. I think that one hit the crossbar or was saved. Either way, we've still got hold of the ball. Schubert on the edge of the box now. Lacroix. No, we're just going to end the highlight there. I'm guessing there was a foul. Schubert. Oh, that was unlucky. He didn't score that one himself. Lacroix now has come along and tapped it in, but I do think that was probably offside because he was goal hanging a bit. No goals awarded. Never mind. Ignore me. Philip is always right, of course. Look at that ball from Schubert. Proper hit the corner of that crossbar as well. If that had just been a fraction over to the left, then it would have been a beautiful, beautiful goal from our wonder kid. But instead, Lacroix got in. We win 3-0. It's a very, very comfortable victory. I think Stuttgart had that one shot, and that was it. I mean, I'll take that. It pulls us up into second place now. 1 point still behind RB Leipzig. But everyone else seems to be dropping points, so we seem well ahead of the other teams. Where Bayern Munich, they're the ones we're keeping an eye on, and they haven't played their game yet. Obviously, when they do play their game, they can go up to 9th, so we're going to be 3 points ahead of them. Obviously, this is very early days, though, so we're not going to count too much on that yet, I don't think. Just looking ahead, once again, we have got the match against Monaco, but we probably won't come back for that one or the Rapid Vienna one, really. Which, I mean, I guess at that point we just play through this and we come back towards the end of October just for 2 generic matches, question mark. We could come back for Rapid Vienna and Mönchengladbach, but there's not really a lot happening. Maybe the Monaco match we might want to come back for. The Milan match we might want to come back for in December, but those are all quite a way away. So I think like maybe we come here, then Wolfsburg and Augsburg here, so the Bundesliga and the DFB Pokal second round match, so you can actually see us in the DFB Pokal, because goodness knows over the last 2 seasons it hasn't happened very much. If you have enjoyed today's video, of course, though, please do drop a like down below. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm and all that lovely stuff. And if you are new to the channel, you just haven't got round to it yet, then hit the subscribe button. It is, of course, completely free. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. It would mean a lot if you could do that. If you want to watch the rest of this series, then it would be very much appreciated. Until next time, though, guys, thank you very much for watching today. Check out the video on the screen now, and I will see you back for that match against Wolfsburg in the DFB Pokal. And hopefully this time we actually progress before the boards start getting a bit annoyed. Bye-bye for now.